This right here is a hole. Do you get it? Because the title of the video, we're going to be looking at a-holes and are they actually a-holes, and this hole looks tasty.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yes, I know what I've just said there. Let's just get into it. So this video is going to be a bit different, but not so different because I'm used to calling out BS behavior on the Scamfish reactions. But we're on Reddit now, and we're going to judge if people are assholes or not, and quite literally give the opinion of if they are an asshole or not. Great. Well done explaining the video, you dumbass, me. This was suggested by Lies. Sorry if I've butchered the username, but we're just gonna dive straight into this. Not the asshole that is on top of the screen right there. Am I an asshole for refusing to wear a bra when my roomie's BF stays over? I'm not even going to probably read this, but I'm going to, but I'm going to tell you right now off the bat. No, I don't wear bra at home, okay? I go to college, then library, and then work, then gym. I am out at 7, back at 10. Goodness. Usually I take a quick shower when I get home, then make a snack and just relax for an hour before bed. Side note, that sounds like life, right? If you've ever wanted to know what life sounds like, it's what this woman has just described. It kind of depresses me. The fact that, you know, work, get home, eat if we have the time, go sleep, do it all over again. But that's not the point of this. On weekends, I barely leave the apartment beside the occasional outing with friends or colleagues. My roommate and I are very close, but now she has been biting my head off about me not wearing a bra at home. I was confused. Then she explained that it was about her BF, boyfriend. I laughed in her face and told her Tom put a bra on his eyes instead. She got very upset, but I told her that I wasn't interested in her BF. Not in the slightest. She got offended, and she said he wasn't interested in me either, so I said, then why are we arguing? It is only an issue if we were interested in each other. Tell him next time he sees me braless, he can pretend that I am a wall. According to her, it wasn't about interest, but being invasive, and he felt uncomfortable. Would you think that it was fine if he showed his D? Well, D... Dexter's laboratory, you know, Dexter's sister, D. Where is the correlation here? Is he in his house or what? And also, by comparing the two, that's very extreme, right? The woman is braless. Well, I'm assuming she's got a shirt on, right? She's not walking around with her melons out. So if he walked around with his aubergine out, I think that's a very different scenario. I called her stupid because I was in my home. I wouldn't go braless in his home, and if he chose to go naked in his home, the only right I have is to get the H out of there. She called me the A. Well, the R. Am I? The only right I have is to get the H out. I've got nothing to do with this. I'm not there. But your roommate is very weird right now. I'm gonna assume that she caught the boyfriend looking at the roommate. In this instance, it's the one who doesn't wear the bra because there's no username there. You are not an asshole. You're in your own home. If he is staring, I mean, whose fault is that? Can't you control your eyes? So you are not the asshole in this situation. Your roommate needs to actually get a grip of herself here and maybe ask the boyfriend, why has it made you uncomfortable exactly? Is it making you uncomfortable just because you've probably been caught by the roommate that you're looking? You are not the asshole. If you're in your own home, wear what you want, right? Of course, don't be naked if someone's coming over. Then, of course, I would understand. Put the melons away. But get a grip of yourself. Am I the asshole for expecting to be bought a new laptop? I live with my partner, and recently I've noticed when she's tidying some things away, she's placed them on my laptop. First of all, what the hell? Why would you do that? I don't understand. But okay. I asked if she would not do that as she's putting quite heavy objects on it and I don't want my laptop to get damaged. She said it'll be fine and to stop worrying, but I just asked her again to not do it. She didn't listen and kept doing it, and each time I noticed it, I would remove the items. I went to use my laptop and half of the screen just has thick lines through it, so the laptop is unusable. I told my girlfriend this and told her it's because she keeps piling things on top of it. She said it's fine and I can just get a new one, but I told her I expect her to replace it since she is the one that broke it. She said it was an accident, but I pointed out she repeatedly ignored me when I told her not to put things on it, so I expect her to get me a replacement. She refused and said I could just use hers when she's not using it, but I said no. Yes, because if you're using it and he wants to use it, how's that gonna work then? I should have my own laptop and she should replace it since she's the one who damaged it. She got annoyed and said I shouldn't be expecting her to pay for it since it's my laptop and she would have to use some of her savings. I told her it's her own fault and that I need a replacement. She said I was being unreasonable by asking her to spend some of her savings, but I think I'm being reasonable considering she is the one who broke it. Am I the asshole for expecting to be bought a new laptop? Ooh, this is interesting, isn't it? Maybe. If you don't find this interesting, then perhaps this is not the video for you, but I don't know if I've mentioned it or not, but these are quite long, so I might just do 3 or 4 of these because I don't want to create such a long video of me speaking, because this is actually quite a lot of speaking in comparison to other videos. Not saying it's difficult, of course. I'm not some crybaby. Oh my god, I make videos, it's hard. No, but of course, if I make this too long and no one even cares, what is the point? But for her to dip into the savings, I'm not sure really what's going on there. If I was in this situation, I wouldn't tell her to obviously dip into savings because that's not right. Now, of course, she's the one that broke your laptop, technically, by putting random shit on it. I don't know. Has anyone, you in the comments, right? When you clean, do you put things on top of someone else's laptop? That's really odd, right? I don't know if this is fake or not, but I feel like no one would do that. And if they do it once, surely they would listen. And why is your laptop magically always around her when she's cleaning? I don't know, but let's assume this is real. Yes, you should pay for breaking someone else's things. You are not the asshole in this situation for expecting to be bought a new laptop. But I don't know how I feel about you expecting her to dip into her savings, because we don't know how long she's been saving for. So you just, if it was me, I mean, and I'm with my partner, I don't know how long they've been together, but I would buy the laptop for myself, because if you truly need it, you would buy it immediately anyway, rather than waiting for someone to pay you back. And then she will pay you back when she can pay you back, I guess. Or am I being too reasonable in that situation? I don't know. But I don't like how the fact she just said, you move on, like, is pretty nonchalant on her part. But yeah, you're not the asshole for wanting a new laptop, but I wouldn't tell her to dip into the savings, no. Am I an asshole for not helping my co-workers? This one should be interesting because I've read I work in a restaurant, and perhaps it's not exactly the same, but I used to work in retail in a busy, fashion retail store, so I understand co-workers sometimes can expect too much from other co-workers, we'll put it that way. I work in a restaurant. I'm a server. There are 2 servers and 3 back servers. Who are the front servers then? Tennis jokes. At the end of the night, servers have to fill out paperwork and turn it in, which usually takes 30 minutes to an hour. We are always there later than back servers. I don't know what that means. I've never worked in a restaurant, but being a waiter, a server, of course, I can imagine it's probably one of the hardest retail slash hospitality roles because, well, customers are not always right. Tuesday, we have a special event that required us to rearrange the dining room. At the end of the night, the back servers were setting up the dining room. We were doing paperwork. All of the back servers were pissed. The back servers sounds like something computer, but were pissed that we weren't helping. My exact response: when we are done with paperwork, we will help you guys finish. And that's not an innuendo. I don't see this as being unreasonable, but all of them were pissed at this response.
Stop it. Get some help.
In particular, my coworker John got pissed and said to me, "Y'all aren't helping. This is bullshit. I'm going home." John left before everyone else. My guess is because they knew we would be there longer anyways, and by the time we got out to help them, they'd be long gone. In which case, how is it reasonable to be mad that we aren't helping? It's not like we were sitting on our ass, scrolling on our phone while they were working. We were working whilst they were working, and sure enough, they finished about 30 minutes before we clocked out. I don't see how I was at all unreasonable in doing my paperwork while they were setting the dining room, but having 3 people furious at me for not helping them work is very upsetting and has me second guessing myself. I'll also point out back servers don't have to do any paperwork, so had we have helped them and then done paperwork, they would be free to leave whilst we would just be getting on our paperwork with no help to be given. Right. So obviously I can't speak from the position of a server, of course, because I'm not a machine. Oh, I've made the same joke twice, but funny.
This is great banter. It really is.
I don't think you're an asshole, because in retail, of course, I've been in situations as well where I have a job to do. I've been given a job by the store manager, and I see, or people expect me to help them whilst I also have something to be doing. But then if I help you, which I understand, of course, everyone needs a bit of help sometimes, but if I then help you, I am not doing my task. The store manager will then get angry at me. And then it's just not good for me, because then it looks like I've been doing nothing, even though I've put the team first. But in this instance, the fact that the back servers don't help out with paperwork, and they've been given the task of rearranging the dining room, I'm sorry, but you can't... Here's the thing, you shouldn't expect anything. That's what we've learned from this little video that we're doing. You shouldn't expect anything of anyone, because expectation can obviously very clearly lead to disappointment. So just go about your life, all right? But in this instance, if the back servers don't do paperwork, I don't understand why they would expect anyone to help them, because it's quite selfish to expect someone to help you when you know that would mean their work doubling just so that you can go home earlier, but then they would have to stay extra. Stop it, all right? This is screaming to me of a management issue, right? Because if you're getting back servers to rearrange the dining room and you obviously need more hands on deck, that's a management issue. So I think the back servers in this case, they are angry at the wrong person, but that's just my 2 cents on this. I haven't worked in a restaurant, so I don't know, is this a severe situation? I can imagine, of course, rearranging the dining room when, there's 3 of you is difficult, but then who's going to do the paperwork? You know what I mean? Then the paperwork's going to get left and is going to be done afterwards, which means those people doing the paperwork have to stay longer. They also have a life that they're trying to get to, so... Let me know your thoughts. I don't think this guy's an asshole because he was doing the task set upon him. But let me know your thoughts. Am I an asshole for giving my son a 2K jacket? I'm not sure if you're talking about video games here, but I get it. $2,000. I'm gonna make this one the last one because the recording time is around 20 minutes. So I don't want to make this too long. Short, really not too complicated. Thank you very much. I 40M, right? I have a son with my wife. I don't know why I struggled to read that. A while back, I bought a jacket, a pretty expensive one, but I didn't really like it, so I just threw it into the closet and decided I'd just give it to any of my kids once they fit in it. Okay, so far I don't see anything wrong with this. Maybe the fact that you've bought a $2,000 jacket and you don't like it and you've just shoved it in the closet. Goodness, people have too much money. Our son now fits in the jacket. A couple days ago, I brought it out and told him to try it. He fits in the jacket, he really likes it, so I told him to keep it. My son was wearing it around the house for some reason, and when my wife saw, she asked why I had given him the jacket and where my other kids' jackets were. I told her she was being unreasonable because A, it won't fit them, and B, there's no reason to spend 3.5 on some jackets to make it fair or whatever. Once again, goodness, 3.5 on a jacket. They are rich, clearly. We've been arguing back and forth about it since, and I decided to post it here for some outside perspective. Am I the asshole? My other kids are 12 and 11. I feel like people just argue over such minuscule things. I mean, I'm not, obviously, I don't know their dynamics as a relationship. Maybe they argue over everything, who knows? But if a jacket fits one of the children, surely the other children would have made a scene about it. I don't know, but obviously being the eldest actually in this situation as well with my brother, some things were given to me just because they fit me. Some things were given to my brother because they fit him. So I don't know, maybe the dad here could have asked everyone, like, hey, do you like this jacket? Try it on. Like, bib. That's exactly, bib. Everyone in here, all the kids. Hey, do you like this jacket? Yes, no. Does it fit? Yes, no. And then whoever liked it and it fit, they get it. I feel like this is just unnecessary to argue over. So, obviously I can't give marriage advice and stuff, but married couples, please don't argue with each other over any and everything, because it will just lead, of course, to unnecessary arguments, but also you're not really, you're tensing, the tension within the relationship as time goes on after each argument like this will strain it to the point of course, divorce. So I don't feel like there needs to be any fair situation here, because if it doesn't fit them, then it doesn't fit them. But maybe don't buy $2,000 jackets. But that's just me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'm not sure if I'll make it again, because they are quite... I'm like hooked onto the microphone here. They're quite long to read, right? And I'm not sure it makes for good viewing. Now, most likely people are going to put this in the background and listen to it like a podcast. But yeah, I'm not sure if people will enjoy it. But let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see a part 2. Maybe I'll make a part 2. Not really parts to this though, is it? Basically, just let me know. I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't be an asshole. That's what we learned from this. Peace.